Hi, this is Dr. Charlie Schuster. I'm going to discuss a way to turn on the gluteal muscle. Some of our patients have said, you know, Doc, I can't do the exercise that you gave me to try to get this butt muscle, the deep butt muscle called the gluteus muscle, G medius gluteal muscle, to fire like it should. And so I just want to demonstrate baby steps to getting that muscle to fire right. Because remember, if you watched Secrets of the Low Back and Hip, or Hip and Ankle on our site, you know that it's important to get the wiring right in the muscles of the hip before you even work on the mobility of the hip. So some of us have a little trouble doing a single leg bridge, where somebody gets in this position and we ask them to do 10 and they say, and I always preclude doing the single leg bridge. I say, do you feel that in your hamstring? And somebody says, yeah. I say, okay, well, we're not ready. We can't do that. They couldn't even do 1. Now, they could do 10 incorrect a lot of times, but they can't do 1 right. So what we want to do is get this guy to shut off. And the way you get the hamstring to shut off is to start to just fire the glute muscle, because it tells this guy to be quiet. It kind of says, you know, I got it. I got the spine stabilized. I got this human going. You don't have to butt in. I got it. And we want to get that G medius doing just that. So if you can't fire it doing this exercise right here, a great starter exercise, baby steps to secrets of the hip and knee. And we're going to have you sit in this position right here, and you'll find that your upper leg is a little shorter than your lower leg. Don't panic when you lay this way. That's actually helpful. We kind of want you to draw that hip up into its socket. Then I want you to put your thumb right here on the psoas muscle, the hip flexor, and when you put it there, you should be able to feel that thumb move when you do this. It will probably fire. We don't want movement in that when we do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and use the muscles of the buttock right here only. And the way to start doing this is almost harder than doing this. I'm sure it is, in fact, is to do a real small movement. And you'll have to probably zoom in to even see this movement. But you see, if I feel that hip flexor fire, even doing that, I'm going too high. So I even will go a little less, and we'll try to do 10. And you'll see, as I do this, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's almost a mental exercise not to use this muscle. And to get that movement, I have to be firing the gluteal muscle. So it actually, I could feel that as I was doing it. It's almost fatiguing a little bit. And we do a couple sets of 10 there on each side. And that can help us start to learn how to use that muscle again. And there's actually a term called gluteal amnesia, and it's just almost impossible for someone to learn how to use that muscle again. It's almost paralyzed. And so we'll start with this little exercise again from another angle. I don't know if this will help, but you have a shorter upper leg, you lay on your side, knees bent, and you do what's like a clam. I think some people call it that. And you just kind of rotate you're doing this movement, but you're doing it so minutely that it doesn't cause this muscle to contract at all. It is only using the muscles of the buttock, that G medius. This is a great way to try to kick that in and get that moving. So that concludes our baby steps to secrets of the hip and knee. All these will help the low back. Awesome.